Disclaimer, we'd like to note before the start of this interview that the opinions about to be expressed by the guest on tonight's Gettin Salty Experience podcast are that of the guest and do not directly or necessarily reflect the views of the host of the Gettin Salty Experience podcast.
Put the fucking fire out!
You're listening to the Gettin Salty Experience podcast.
Hello! That's right. Hello, Iowa. Iowa, come in. There he is. We found
Hello,
him.
come in. Hello.
Woodchuck the gray squirrel.
This is Chuck to remind Bill to shut up.
Shut up. How'd you do? He's out there killing.
Oh,
we did good.
We did good. I still kind of wonder how he what it's like in the trees. As soon as you hear a crack of a branch, it's like, oh!
What? You hear that?
It's not bad, guys. So not bad. I like it.
That's what it is. If you go in both, then obviously.
Then you see that.
And you see this guy.
He's not having a good day, that guy right there.
You look like he choked him out. He put something like a
Listen, you're going to be real happy when you get the pepperoni and the hot dogs and all that stuff again, right?
I'll be ecstatic when I get that, but I look at that right there and I'm like, is he looking at me right now, that guy?
Is he looking at me?
I don't know what he's looking at.
I don't know what he's looking at. He's doing a little thing.
I was sorry I missed Donnie's show, but I literally shot the thing like an hour before the show started. I had to go find him.
Then you had to go find him. And how do you bring that back? I mean, what do you got to put that in a quad or something?
Bring the quad. I already quartered him up. He's quartered up, man.
You quartered him up
butchered him
already?
myself. Come on.
Wow. Look at these guys, a real mountain.
Yeah, he don't mess around. He called me in a panic. I gotta find this thing. I'm gonna get the quad. I gotta go.
Actually, I had to go back the next morning to find him. That's why I was all dressed like that, because I went in the morning to go find him. I tracked him for about 100 yards.
Really?
What is he?
What do
you weigh?
Where does the fun part come in? I'm missing it. Where does that? Let me see if I can understand this. You stand up in a tree stand, freezing your ass off. Hopefully, one of them walks by. And then you kill the poor thing with no remorse. Throw him in the back of a quad, slice him up, take his head, put it in your garage, on the wall.
Listen, everybody has their thing.
All right.
On Monday morning, if I call you Monday morning, where are you going to be? You're going to be in traffic, cursing at
me.
Yeah, to yourself in the car because you're going to collect, go empty ATMs or do something, and everybody has their thing.
That's work, I call that. That's a job. That's not.
This
fun.
is work.
All right, if you say so. Anywho, we're glad to have you back. You never know when he's.
I'm happy to be back. I'm happy Gonzo is out of 43 and me, whatever that is. He's in the 40s.
Yes. Safety training 43.
That's right.
Now he's actually going to go. He's actually going to go to fires now.
No, I'm actually in operations battalion.
God, we got to oil you up. You're a little rusty. What do you got? You're a little rusty?
I still work overtime in the road, so it's not a big deal. It's a slight little transition, different mindset. But
so you won't see Gons once every 3 weeks. We have to have a fill-in because Gons
is
working.
The fill-in will be Coobs, so if he's not holding his weight, you guys light him up.
Or Mike, maybe Mike.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll keep bringing you the show. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we got you.
We got a guy who I thought he came on with Louis, but Louis was mistaken. He came on the class before?
After.
Right after.
Right after.
Ah, so he was your Bob.
He's my Bob. Exactly.
He's your Johnny. He's laughing about it.
Exactly.
Oh shit!
All right. Well, anyway, let's play some commercials really quick. We get them out of the way. We got a new one. And then
you want to tell them about? Well, hit the new one up first. You want to give a little?
We had him on here. We had Benjamin Cook on here. So we're going to pump up his documentary on the volleys.
All right,
check it out.
Check it out.
Looking for an insightful and entertaining salute to the fire service for the whole family? Check out The Best of Us, a feature-length documentary about volunteer firefighting. A rural Wisconsin community deals with death, family, and generational transitions through a series of house and barn fires, car crashes, and home visits told through the eyes of the volunteer fire department. Now available on Amazon, Tubi, and a variety of other streaming services. Also, check out thebestofusfilm.com.
Yes, please check that out.
Check that out. Did you notice that when Mike said death, he was like, and death. And then he went,
Yeah. Very dramatic, that Mike.
Yeah,
Very dramatic.
Really trying to sell it.
Yeah. While we're trying to sell things, get over to the membership. I see we have a couple of new members in there. We appreciate it. All new content every week, only on the membership. $4.99 a month. You can't go wrong. All right, I'm done. Go ahead.
Let's listen to Mr. Vince. Here we go.
Firehouse floors take a beating. Rigs rolling in, gear drop down, chemicals and spills every single day. That's why departments nationwide are choosing Armor Tough. Armor Tough epoxy floors are built for fire stations. Slip resistant, chemical resistant, easy to clean, and tough enough to handle anything the job throws at them. It's more than just a floor. It's a safer, sharper, and more professional foundation for your house. And here's the bonus. Armor Tough is an authorized dealer for Groves. So if gear racks, PPE extractors, or dryers are what you're after, you'll find them here. Heavy discounts apply for Gettin' Salty listeners. So install an Armor Tough floor and get Groves products at dealer cost. Armor Tough, built for firefighters, built to last.
Oh boy, Ash is in here from Capital City. I think it's Ash. Could be his dad. I don't know.
Oh, yeah?
Anyway, one day we're going to come on the show and Procaccini's name will be in green. I'm thinking maybe someday. Who knows?
He needs to get some of that.
He gets that. I don't see a guy working more overtime than that guy. Every time I call him, he's working overtime. Here, he's working overtime.
You go to fires at least? Does the guy go to any fires?
Well, if you would have watched Cup of Joe and Fuego, I had him on the other day. His first hour on the shift. On his shift, he went to a decent job. It looks like a decent job. I don't know.
Does it sound like this?
Did he see fire?
262. Yeah, we have a four-story bungalow dwelling fully involved. We have people on the roof notified as trucks coming in.
Did he put his face piece on to stay alive?
You're going to have to ask him. He's in the thing.
Because there's a lot of guys that say they went to jobs, but, you know.
Jobs.
I mean, did he have to wear his face piece, to save his life?
Did you see fire, and did you have to put your face piece on to stay alive?
Those
Then
are
you
two
went
questions.
to a job.
Did
Right.
he look at you? Night and day.
Yeah.
Funny thing about firemen.
Yeah. All right, let's bring him in here.
He's
Let's
the-
bring Mr. Craig Monahan in here, Ruff. Do your thing. From
You ready,
all the way
guys?
over
Yes,
in
sir.
Iowa.
Let's rip it.
Rip it.
Coming to the stage, FDNY, Craig Monahan.
Welcome, my friend.
Welcome with that head of hair of yours. Look at that.
How you doing, guys?
Say,
Good to be
Craig.
here.
Guys with the hair on the bottom, guys with okay, never mind.
whoa.
Why are you hurting my feelings like that?
All right, not hurting anybody's feelings.
I
You
don't
can't
know.
do that. You've made of steel.
I got to tell you, that bunker coat and helmet, I could smell it from here, bro. It smells like smoke from here. You smell that, guys?
I smell it.
Wow.
You smell it?
You could
Good old days.
I can smell the smoke.
I could smell
Not
it.
like taking a shower a week later and still smelling that.
It comes out your pores.
shit.
Yeah.
man.
We're
that-
going to get
that guy went to a
patriotic
job.
first before we get lost. Before
Yeah, because that happens. All right, here
we
we
go
go.
off the beaten path.
All right, here we go.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Excelente. Procaccini saying 2 bottles. I'm like, come on, bro. I saw
bottles?
the job. 2 bottles he went through.
Please.
Calling
Two
shenanigans on that one.
I'm gonna call 2 bottles of water.
As he was sitting there, right? It looks hot, man. I don't know, man.
2 bottles of vodka.
Oh, right. Oh, that.
Yeah, that. Yeah. All right, let's dive into Mr. Monahan's career. I think it's safe to say this. You're born and raised in Staten Island. Am I correct?
That's correct. South Shore. Princess
Before
Bay.
before the Guinea Gangplank?
1966. Yeah, it was before the Guinea Gangplank.
Wow. So you'd have to
Those
take
guineas.
the ferry over back and forth before
It was great. Back in those days, the trains were wooden.
The guy shoveling a coal in.
It was like made out of that wicker on the front porch, you know? The seats.
And sheep were scared.
Back then, though, it was probably not that crowded over there, right? A lot of wooded areas.
Oh, a lot of farmland. Yeah.
Yeah.
We still grow. We grow in our yard.
You still live in the same neighborhood?
We grow vegetables. Yeah. Yep.
Wow. It's been there.
Vegetables, weed, you know.
Nah, no weed, man. We got kids around here, so you know
that
you
shit's
don't wanna
everywhere
send
though.
them the wrong direction.
No, we got us on the straight now. Remember, we were talking about it before.
When they're 25 years, they can make that. When they're 25 years old, they can make that decision. They'll be fully grown, but they don't have to worry about stunting their growth.
Yeah. And
Well, Craig, at least you're gonna get free groceries now, so that's good.
Free growth. Don't start it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we
Here
go.
it comes. Free
Fucking
groceries. Yeah.
I can't believe everybody's gonna move out, man. This is our state. This is our state.
Gonzo moved out a long time ago. He hit the road.
Yeah,
not
I
by
know,
choice.
A lot of guys.
Yeah.
Not by choice.
Anywho, you became a cop first. What made you want to? Actually, let's talk about your family life first. Mom and dad, big family. Where'd you come from?
Yeah, there were 7 kids, and if you weren't the first guy up in the morning, you didn't get you got like the rice puffs.
Yeah.
You forget about Count Chocula.
Coombs knows about that.
Guy
Coombs
down
knows.
in the morning, or else you got.
I know that. I'm
a bag of rice puffs about 6 feet high.
I'm the last of 7. Where are you? I'm last. I'm number 7. Where are you?
I'm 6 out of 7. I'm the 5th boy. I have a younger sister also. Yeah, Tommy's the oldest, then Terry, my sister Terry, then there's Kevin, Scott, Russell, myself, and Melissa. And we always had a dog. We had a dog, we had chickens. We used to, our job, when you were 8 years old, your job was to go trapping in Lemon Creek, catch the muskrats or the raccoons, and you would bring them to Fred the Furrier. Fred Espinac had the place down in Pleasant Plains. It was like a fish and tackle place, but he taught young kids how to skin them, put them on a stretcher, take all the fat off, and we'd get like $5 to $10 a muskrat. It was how we bought our baseball cards back in the day, you know.
I was busy playing stickball.
That's pretty wild, man.
Muskrats.
Oh no, we were playing baseball too. We played a lot in those woods, though. We played a lot of manhunts. We kind of emulated the way of the American Indians. We'd go through their trails, and we bunch of maniacs in the woods. Tell you the truth. Now the kids go in the woods. The mother tells them you're gonna die because the tick is gonna get you. There's a tiny little tick that's gonna get you. We try to train those kids. You know, we get them on basketball, football, whatever sport the boys are playing that month, and we teach those kids that the woods aren't a bad place. You can.
We all grew up in the woods.
Craig, what'd your dad do?
My father worked for the ferries. He was in the Navy and was a career Navy guy. Was in the reserves all the years. Retired a captain. Had the simmer. Had a commission. You know, so he was great, well respected. Anytime you meet guys that knew my dad, they hug me. They love my dad. He helped thousands of guys with their careers. And same thing with when he was with the ferries too. You know, he was a boss on the ferries. Got a lot of people jobs. You know, he did the right thing. You know, he was a God-fearing man. He taught us to believe
right way.
Good stuff.
He's a Catholic.
He wasn't doing ferries. He was chasing your mother around the house, basically.
Leave that woman alone, for God's sakes.
Take a break. Take it easy.
She's tired, man. She's tired.
Take it easy. Take it easy. So, any other brothers, firemen or cops? Or?
No, I was the first one.
The first one.
Yeah.
Why did you want to become Did you want to become a fireman and you just took the PD, or you had that?
Well, yeah and no. I mean, I kind of got involved in a caper down at the Tottenville train station. There there was a robbery going on, and me and my friend David Walsh broke it up. We chased the kids away, and they were older than us. We were going to kick their ass because we were boxers, you know. But we were introduced to the transit authority on Staten Island, and they let us drive the train because we broke up the robbery, you know. Like,
That's
it
pretty
was
cool.
kind of like we did a good job, a good deed.
Right.
Meanwhile, we were fucking around too, you know, like, but not with the other guys were no good. So we chased them out of there.
Right.
But they let us drive the train, and, you know, they kind of,
Cool.
I mean, that's not why I really wanted to become a cop. It was more like you said, Kev, you know, I really felt the calling for the fire department, you know, and Uncle John, Captain Drennen, he was always trying to talk us all into it, you know. And seeing all the guys and the young men who were firemen, and they had their shit together, you know, like they were sharp, you know, they knew how to frame, they could climb things like crazy. There was a lot that I respected, the way they lived their lives, the way they held themselves, the body language, you know, and it was the right thing to do for me.
So you knew Drennen before?
Yeah, he was Uncle John to me. They lived next door to us.
Get out.
Come on.
Man.
Jessica Drennen was my first girlfriend. I was 5. I was in love with her.
That's crazy.
As much as you can love another 5-year-old, yeah.
I'm not kidding.
I didn't know you guys lived next door.
I didn't know that either.
If I was a betting man, I think you still got a little thing for her. You know?
No.
I'm just kidding, bro.
If you saw my wife, you'd be like, "How does this guy must have a 28-incher?" You'd be like, "This guy, he's not rich." You know, like, I hit the jackpot.
So
She's
you're
my
part
sugar mama too. She's got a real good job now.
Oh, he might become the president of the I Married Up Club. I'm thinking he might take that position.
Send me a picture. Let me try. Let's be the judge of that. Send me a picture.
So you live next door to him, huh?
Your own pictures.
You live next door to Drennen. He tried to get you on the and all the guys that would get in the neighborhood, right? Trying to get.
Oh, he did. He was a football coach. He had the top of high school kids like Mike Toll and John Toll. Those guys, you know, a bunch of good guys. That the Cosgriffs, you know, he got a lot of guys to go that right direction, you know. And
do you still keep in touch with Vina?
I do, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, they told me after 10 years, leave her alone, leave the families alone. You know, the psychiatrists, they say after 10 years, you're supposed to leave the families alone. If they call you and they come to you, then, you know, whatever they want. But I feel like that we're like a reminder of the pain they went through, you know. And I was just talking to Johnny Joe in September. The Giants called and they wanted to come to the firehouse, and we had entertained the Giants at the firehouse back when I was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So they called and said, you know, come on down. And we had Kerry Collins there after 9/11, Jeremy Shockey, the offensive lineman. But this September 9th, they came down. And I had Johnny Joe. He was coming, but last minute he said he couldn't come because his daughter had a track meet. So he's doing the right thing.
Family
Coaching
first.
basketball, you know, he's taking care of his kids first.
Right.
But I was trying to get him down there because they took care of him after Watt Street.
Mm.
They brought him in under their wing. He was Brad DeLuiso's ball boy for them.
Wow.
So even when they took the knee, and the Giants didn't take the knee, when they took the knee, I stayed backing those Giants, and I back him today. And I hope Mr. Mara watches this and say, and I wanted to say, hey, stay the course, man. Stay the course. These guys are in the right direction. Those offensive linemen, they went in there swinging in that Dallas game. And I told him, I said, if you guys get into a fist fight, I'll give each guy $20. If you punch a guy in the helmet, don't take the helmet off. Don't take your helmet off. But if they're going to try to spit on you or something, you punch them in the helmet. You set the tone of the game. And they went out there fighting. And I tell you, they've been fighting the whole season. So,
needless to say, you're a Giant fan.
Oh, they did the right thing. They did the right thing, you know, and we never forget that.
So we don't forget it.
You know, we bring them in. We want to give them hugs too. You know, they deserve it. Those guys work hard, man. JMS, John Michael Schmitz, he was the guy I was talking to the most,
Mhm.
and he got himself a concussion when they played the Eagles. So I owe him $20 for that.
I think he's fine without it. He'll be all right.
Hudson, I got it. Well, he wouldn't let me buy the Parmesan. They left the firehouse after they came with a bus, they came with their entourage,
Uh-huh.
and they left, right? But the bus was still there. I thought they were all on the bus. And now I go across the street to Raffetto's because they get the best Parmesan cheese on earth. It's worth driving in from East Cupcake just to come in and get the Parmesan from Raffetto's. So I walk over, and now all these giants are in the street, and they come around me. I'm like, I thought you guys left, And they're like, where you going? And I said, Raffetto's, man, you got to get this Parmesan. So JMS went over there with me, and he got some fresh pasta. He got some gnocchi, but he wouldn't let me buy the Parmesan. He said, no, I got it. He wouldn't let me buy it, but
He's making a couple more bucks than you, so maybe he can afford it.
Yeah.
He's got a few, as we like to show on this show. He's got a few stacks.
Whoa! So January of '87, you get hired for the transit, New York City Transit.
Yeah. I walked in. They said, "You're transit." I said, "What's transit?" me and Tony Diodessa had no idea we were transit. Tony walked out and left. We thought that we were going to be NYPD. We didn't know there was housing, and we were kids. We were 20.
At that time, they were all under one, right? They were all under the PD, so you just went wherever they needed you, right? Either transit, housing, or you went on to the PD.
Yeah, that's right. And they sent me to transit. So,
and you went to District 1, 59th Street in Columbus Circle. We got some pictures of those guys. Any of those pictures from them?
We have District 2.
District 2. That's the last stop.
Yeah, that was after.
So that's what we have for District 2.
So
I had District 1, then District 34. I did a year in both, and then did about 4.5 more in District 2.
On Canal Street?
Yeah, down on Canal Street.
What the heck was that like
just
back then
patrolling
on
the
Canal
subways?
Street?
Well, it was down. Actually, we were the condo cops because the precinct for this District 2 was not underground. It was over on Hudson and Vestry.
Uh-huh.
It was an old condo, and they renovated the first floor, and the basement was ours, and it was a police precinct.
What was Canal Street like back then?
Canal Street was busy, man. There was a lot of, like the peddlers that are there today, similar stuff. But you would get heavies. You would get heavies here and there. You'd have to. We used to study the post conditions cards because that would say the descriptions of who's doing the robberies, when and where, and you could kind of find out and figure out patterns and go to spots and hide and catch them in the act. It was a lot of learning.
Motorola shower?
Well, it was the wood
shampoo.
Some guys call it a wood shampoo. They said you were doing it
a wood shape what?
A wood shampoo.
Oh, a wood shampoo.
And I did have a Coca-Cola, but the guys, when I got on the transit cops, the old timers, they were heavy hitters, man. They got respect where the NYPD did not. These guys didn't carry nightsticks. They carried the axe handle. And that was respected by, the regulars.
The regulars down there. Hey, we got a fan of yours. Hold on a minute. Who's this kid? It says Michael Genovese. Hi, Craig Monahan. It's Michael Genovese. I took a picture with you a long time ago. I used to go to a lot of 5 and 24 when I was a kid.
Oh my God. Hey, Mikey, how you doing, buddy?
Look at that. They're all coming out for him.
Oh, that's great, man.
I think.
Did you like being a cop? Did you like doing that?
Well, I liked actually making a difference because we learned how to take command of the station. When this was your train station, you had to present yourself ready for war. You had to be fearsome, and it wasn't hard to do. Once you got your hands on somebody, they learned. The rest of them learned that you weren't effing around. And you got the job done, and it was good. It's good to help the people, the victims,
right? Because
when you experience the victims, you feel their pain, and each one of them, and horrible things that were happening to them. So it kind of became troublesome because you would go and experience one of these poor victims. Then you'd catch another guy for a different crime that wasn't as heinous. And it was like you wanted to punish the last guy for what happened, like.
Right. So you took it out on the other guy.
Well, I didn't do that, but you wanted to.
It was easy to do.
It was evil. And we were against evil, like kind of like now there's two people in the world, the ones that are child molesters and the ones that are Republicans. And I just don't know how anybody could be.
That would caught me by surprise, bro. I didn't see that coming.
It's sad.
It's an interesting look.
It's sad because the history always proves.
Yeah, I gotta take a minute to get that one.
What we learned from old timers like Richie McCready on the Transit Cop, like Tony Gallo on the Transit Cop, they learned from the old times before them. And these are kind of like ancient tidbits. And they were valuable, valuable information. And these guys were right about politics back then.
Yeah.
I mean, it was written on the wall to them back then. And now here we see what's happening.
Free for all. No respect for the PD. No respect for anything.
I was searching the West Side Highway on a beautiful morning. It was pitch black. I was searching and I was in that. And I said, you know what? Because we knew who did this before it happened. My locker had the 10 most wanted and Bin Laden was on it. And I knew it was him. I said, Bin Laden will be our president in 20 years. Just like Reagan predicted. He predicted that would be our downfall.
Yeah.
Thinking, that twisted.
Did you have any interesting collars while you were in transit before we moved to FD?
Oh, yeah, it was, I guess the biggest one was at the Trade Center, World Trade Center. It was on every channel. It was on the news. It was on January 5th, 92, I believe. And Sean Kennedy, great first precinct officer at the time, who's now homicide. He's a heavy in the 120 on Staten Island. Sean had the complainants. And what happened, they were, it was when they started calling them wolf packs and they started calling it wilding. We locked up 23 guys. But what he had was the complainants that weren't giving over their coats. These guys were robbing coats and they had razor blade like box cutters. And if you didn't give the coat, they cut you and they cut an X on you. So Tony had the complainants down at Rector Street. And I was with my partner, Donnie Browse, Seamus McDougal. He had the one eyebrow, Donnie Campbell. And he was a great big Irishman warrior, And I was driving and we heard over the radio what they had down at Rector Street. We were up on Gansevoort and we're parked having our coffee. And I said, I'm going to get them because it was a Sunday and streets are dead, down by Wall Street.
Especially over there, especially Gansevoort Street. Yeah.
3:30 in the afternoon. Got on the highway and 2 minutes later we spotted them. Battery Park City on the other side of the highway. And I just pulled over to the side and didn't put no lights or nothing on. Notified radio we might have them. Backed up following them. And it was like a lion chasing them on the Serengeti when they're chasing all the deer. And you knew
deer.
You could tell by the way the head was popping up. You knew from the body language who the top dog was. And it's usually the biggest, and it was. And I'm backing up now into traffic, but on the shoulder, because they're going north on west and they're going towards the Trade Center. And once they start running, I take off, catch up to them right at the stairs that go up to like the mezzanine. And man, I blasted the guy, knockout. He goes down, put my cuffs on him. Donnie Browse stays with him. I chase the rest of them and got the radio and into agency. We got Port Authority cops driving on sidewalks. We got NYPD coming in. Transit was in. We got 23 of them. and it was on all the channels. It was a good.
Let's get ready to rumble.
It's a good day for the good guys.
Yeah,
Our person
man.
got 6 of them, but with all the other guys, we got 23 total, and it was fun. I know my mother and father they had VCRs at the time, so they have given me all these VCR tapes. Each time that they saw me on the news, like they would keep the news going every night and watch. Oh, he was at Panhandle today. Oh, he was at this one today. But that was a big one, man. And leading them out on the daisy chain, I can't tell you how many women came up to me after that, and it was real good.
Panties?
I was single at the time, it was.
Oh, there we go. There was
Throwing panties.
God, where's the
pays off? Being
what?
Pays off.
Do you have
What do you
a
want?
picture of that one?
Oh, no, we don't have. I can't. I've been trying to look the whole time, and there's nothing coming up. It's giving me jackets and shit. I'm trying to use keywords to pull it up, but it wasn't coming up. Even the year.
Where's the picture that he sent you? That Craig sent you
About the award?
What is that one for now?
No, that's a different one. That was
This is the award they gave him when he was leaving to go to the fire department.
They were like, get out of here.
No, the one, the District 2 is this one here.
Yeah,
hey, Craig. Hey, Craig, where was your 80s? Where was your 80s, 90s mustache?
Oh no, I wasn't a mustache guy. Never. I only did the pink mustache. That's it.
Not bad. Not bad.
Hey, whatever it takes, whatever it takes. First dates.
221, 220, 221, whatever it takes.
6'7", I don't know.
6'7", right? Is that 6'7"?
I don't know.
What's going on?
Kids do that all the time. I don't even know what it means.
It's that,
That's
good. We'll school you when the
I know I love this guy because he's more unpredictable than me.
I don't have a beep button. It's like beep, beep, beep.
Not even drinking either.
No.
Well, it's good to get a message. It's good to get the message.
You got to get the message out there. So, did you know that the FD was going to call you? Like, how long?
Oh, yeah. Actually, that was I got called about a year and a half later after that big one.
After the big one.
After the big one. That made Sean Kennedy on NYP, he was first precinct. He became a detective. Like, his career took off with that one.
Wow.
Yeah, we dealt with JFK Jr. JFK Jr. was a part of that operation. Yeah. Oh. They ended up pinning it all on like 2 of them. The rest of them all tattled. And the one that I got first, the one that I hit, he was the main, he was the biggest, baddest guy.
So he was the biggest guy, and you just cracked him, took him right out.
Well, the body language, watching them for enough time, you could tell that he was the the alpha dog. That they were all going to go along with whatever
you take the alpha dog down, the rest of them are just going to disperse and run.
It never fails, Kevin. It never fails.
Cookie crumbles.
The sound of the hit is very important.
Really?
It sets a tone. And that's why, we teach our sons to be able to hit.
Right.
You never know when you're going to have.
That's a weak one.
That was a weak. Do that one again, guys. I'm
almost sure that's not like good either. No.
That's a slap.
No, it's got to sound like a
lot of them. Sorry,
baseball bat, like a bowling ball hit the cement.
I got it better.
It's like a coconut.
You got to make a set. It's the turn. It's when
like
you
twist thud.
It's landing. It takes years of boxing.
Where'd you get him? Right in the jaw?
Oh, right in the mouth. Yeah, right in the mouth. Yep. Down he went. That was
like
it.
The Mike Tyson body blow.
Down, body blow. Knock him out.
He's big. He's bigger than me.
Man, dating myself. Big time
don't matter. It don't matter.
Uppercut, body blow. Knock him out.
That's it.
Put him away.
We're all showing our age right
Put
now.
him away.
But the best place was to hit. The best place to hit was on the side. That rung the bell. That rings the bell. It doesn't leave a mark. Doesn't leave marks, and it gives them the idea that they got to stop what they're doing, and they always did.
We could use a little more of this. We can listen.
They should teach it in the academy, but right now
send a letter to the new mayor.
So
And
it's time for the old school tip of the day.
I'll
Get
give
it
him a
right here
lesson.
tonight.
Yeah.
I'll give him a lesson.
You can't even, the drill instructors can't even make them do push-ups anymore. Did you know that?
Oh my God, it's sad. I know.
Isn't that
Listen, we're in a
sad?
good mood. We're in a good mood. We're in a good mood. Come on.
Right, let's get back to cracking them right in the coconut.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Slap him in the temple.
Doesn't leave a mark.
It doesn't leave a mark. Those are old school tips, guys.
It
Just
doesn't
wrap
leave a
up.
mark.
Yeah,
And,
pick up
and
these
it makes him
nuggets that he's laying
second
down.
guess.
Write them down.
Only the worthy are allowed to learn this, though.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Just like the power of taught, you have to be worthy to be taught.
Oh,
Only the worthy can hold the power of Tor.
Oh, okay.
Tor.
Yeah, we are getting nuggets all over the place. We're
No,
not
this
even up to
This goes back to the framing days before I got on the cops.
the-
I
yeah.
learned from a guy named Tor, Tore. He was Norwegian. He barely spoke English, but he liked me because I showed up early. I didn't have a gold chain. I didn't have a Cadillac that my daddy gave me for not working at all.
It's his mother's car. It's his mother's car.
And
I
you know,
love
name.
that car.
I love that car.
I love that car.
these guys wouldn't teach you unless you were worthy. You had to earn it. You had to do the hard things, like nailing the bottoms of the studs. Hard. It's hard work, and when you attacked it and you showed that you had that you wanted to do it and like you got to do the way they taught, they gave you all those tidbits. They taught you what to eat. They taught you what food to eat. They taught you how to withstand the cold. They taught you things about
Hit to the temple.
Hit to the
no,
temple.
they didn't teach that. That was
I was gonna say, who taught you that?
Wear rubber gloves.
that might have been Tony Gallo. Might have been Tony Gallo, Sergeant. Tony
Tony
Gallo.
Gallo?
Tony Gallo.
I thought you said Tony
Gallo
Callow.
or Callow.
I thought
Gary
you said
Gallo's
Tony
dead.
Callow.
He's dead.
Oh, you
Gary
said
Gallo's dead.
Callow.
Oh,
Tony Gallo.
Callo.
Yes. Good man. Sergeant 777.
This might be the manliest show we've ever had right
That's
now.
pretty funny, Coobs. That's pretty funny. No, you didn't say
No,
Callow.
you
It's
said
Callow.
Yeah.
Callow.
We had the guy who shot Osama bin Laden on the show, and I think we got that show beat right now with manliness.
Nice.
He wasn't talking about hitting anybody in a coconut.
Oh, well, he had a different weapon.
That doesn't leave a mark. That's the key.
It gets the
That is the
message.
key.
Gets the
You
message.
take anything away.
Message
It
across.
gets the message
marks.
across and doesn't leave a mark.
Leave a mark.
I got a
You're
great
good.
question to ask for you. Have you ever been knocked out?
Oh, I got knocked down once, but not out. I got
All
knocked
right.
down twice. Both buildings. But I kind of dove under a rig, really.
Oh.
I'm talking about from getting hit in the coconut.
Oh, no, I never. I did knock a guy out with a leg shot, though.
Oh,
What do you mean?
There's an artery. There's an artery between the muscles on the left side of the leg.
Yeah.
Almost like the Charlie horse.
Right between the muscles. If you hit it right, you could drop somebody. Yeah, I got a knock. I mean, he was down there going, "Oh!"
I
Well,
want
you
to try
don't
some
have
of
to
these.
make a mark. You don't have to. You bring in this bloody mess. They call it a transit turban. Like you learn not to. You don't want blood. You don't want blood. Especially when we were playing clothes, you'd have new sneakers on. You didn't want blood on. But if you did get blood on you, the best thing to get it off is peroxide.
Peroxide. It fuzzes it up. Take it right
cold
off.
water.
Yes, that's what we have to do on
Another
the
Richie McCready tidbit.
Yeah.
When you got blood on you, because it happens
These
a lot.
These could be our old school tips of the day. I'm just saying. You
They're
might want to
flying
hold some
all
of
over
these.
the place.
I don't know if we
now,
could
Bo.
back up getting rid of blood.
Did you ever shoot somebody?
No, but I could have. The guy had a log.
I would be shooting people like crazy.
That 4.6.
Sorry.
All the people were running this way. All the people were running up off the platform and onto the mez. And I'm starting running this way. And they're saying, it's a maniac. And now I come across this guy. It was a crazed Mexican. And he had a 3x3 log that was about 3 feet long. And he was swinging it. And he was coming at me
He's getting
saying,
shot.
what
Dead.
I was justified to break leather and fire the weapon, but I had been working on the right hand. and a 5-punch combination.
Break leather. Go back to the break leather part.
A 5-punch combination.
Nobody wants to kill anybody. You don't want to hurt. You don't want to
No.
shoot somebody.
So how'd it go? How'd the 5-punch combination go?
So I took.
Craig, you were leading with the left, Craig. Were you leading with the left?
I came up with the right hook, and it was the double right hook because it moved his body against the cement wall, and then the second shot was on the head, and the head was against the wall.
Oh shit!
And that was it.
Nice.
It just dropped. The body just dropped.
The log just went out of his hand.
He broke a sergeant's back. That guy. He broke a sergeant's back. He was
with
a bad
the log.
dude. No, a different 1 week earlier.
Ah, so he's an upstanding citizen.
He was a bad guy, man, and we got him.
Yeah, were you on the fire department boxing team?
No.
He don't play for games, bro. He only does it in the street.
Only for real.
No, only for real is right. If somebody needs it. There was St. Patty's Day, right? We're going, we do the march. We do the whole march, and I end up down at the Rock Ridge on Varick Street. It's a block or two from our firehouse. It's the end of the night. I'm done. I'm going home. I leave. A bunch of guys are still in the Rock Ridge. I come outside. There's a line all the way to Houston Street to get in, and all of a sudden, 10 guys start beating the shit out of this kid on right in front of the place on the street, and I blasted the big guy and threw him down. And they all, because I was in uniform, they all stopped and showed a little respect, And this kid gets up. They run away. This kid gets up, and he's like, I'm going to get you. And I said, shut the fuck up. You probably deserved it. There's 10 guys beating the shit out of a guy in the ground. I just can't leave. I can't walk by.
Yeah.
I couldn't walk by that, I mean, that's just the old transit cop. They taught us well. Down in those subways.
I can't wait to get to the fire department. We're not even up to the fire department job yet, bro. So,
things are so bad, even the subway's in a hole.
Damn. You should have kept that one to yourself, bro.
My grandmother told me that one. Don't make fun. That was my grandma.
Grandmama gave me that chain.
My grandmama gave me that chain.
All right, so July 93, you go to Proby. You get called, you go to Proby school. Who are you in there with? Anybody that we may know?
Oh, my Dougie Nixon. It was me, Dougie Nixon, Joe Healy, Joe Rock. And don't forget the boy bitch, Jimmy Martin. Yeah, Charlie Ferris. Oh, yeah, he had the avalanche haircut, like. It was a good crew, man. We had a great crew in there.
And you went, how'd you get to Ladder 5?
Well, Drennen knew that I was going to get on.
Find out who his neighbor was?
Right. He knew he came and found me. He said, he came to the Proby school. He knew I was coming. Once I got in there, he told him I was his nephew. He's not really my uncle.
Right.
He's just Uncle John to me,
right.
Growing up. And he came, he said, where do you want to go? And I said, 111, 103, and 132. And when he stopped laughing, when he laughed,
you go to Ladder 5.
He knew that I knew a lot of guys that were on the job and I looked up to, and they all guided me in this direction. And I wasn't going to ask Uncle John for a favor or nothing,
Right.
But he said, you'll go to Ladder 5 with me. And man, I'm so glad I did. Oh, that was what a great, it wasn't that long that I spent there.
Right.
But, it was filled with so much positivity. There's a lot of negativity and death, but the guys, we had so much fun.
So he was the captain when he brought you over there?
Yes, he was a captain Ladder 5.
Wow.
And he was building something there, man. And that's what it's known as, is the house that Drennen built. That's what Ladder 5, Engine 2-4, 2nd Battalion, they were in there. And I got a shout out to the Cucarooch, who's down in Carolina right now, Tony Salerno. Uh-huh. He was one of the funniest guys. You were awesome engineman, awesome. He became chauffeur and just a great guy. I'm gonna sign my pity to the running con when I see him, because he knows he's watching us right now.
Is he?
So Tony Salerno, you'll probably hear from him something. But
Tony Salerno, cheers.
Tony Salerno, yes.
Is he in that picture of all the guys looking down?
He might be one of them.
Is he in
No.
Oh,
That's No.
I'm trying. The name sounded familiar. I want to make sure I pulled.
You got a lot of 5 pictures there, Guns.
Well, we have a couple. We have. Well, we had that. Well, we have. We had
I
that
wasn't
one.
bad. I didn't send you guys enough.
That's all right, bro.
Well, we can go back to that one, and we have this one, and we have a couple of Craig's.
Well, right to my left, the guy with the cigar is John Santor.
That's what it was. I knew the name was
Slam door. He's got a big one, man. He's got a big one. He used to slam the door right on it. And they call it John Slam door.
All right.
Oh, shit. There's always one guy.
Right next to is Paulie Keating going that way away from me is Paulie Keating. Paulie Keating plays shit or get. He grew up down the Jersey Shore, so he had almost like a southern twang, and one of the funniest guys. He also lost his life on September 11th.
Oh, man.
And then after Paulie is Louis Brennan. We went to Proby School together. We took 5 together. And then after Louis the Lip is Louis Arena. God rest his soul, man. That guy loved his wife and kids, man. He was one of those guys you wanted to get married, when you saw how he was with his family, And then Stevie Gidette was one of Paulie's friends. Stevie's the next guy, and he was another good guy from in that picture right there.
The lip.
Hey, Craig, that's funny you say that about Louis Arena, because we had a guy in 117 when I was single, when I first went there, Danny Kruger. And it was similar to that. When you saw him, how he acted with his kids and how he acted with his family, you wanted to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like legit. That's it stuck out to me how you said that, because I felt the same way about him like that. You know what I mean?
Right. There's Hannafin was like that too. I mean, some guys, in the firehouse, guys come in, they complain about this, they complain about their kids, they complain. Just shut the fuck up. I mean, stop feeling bad about your family. I mean, then why did you get married? I don't know. I a lot of the fire department stuff I kind of shrugged off. Even some of the traditional stuff like that. Like coming in and bitching and going out drinking all the time. You got little kids, man. You got to be there, and you have to raise those sons as warriors. Yeah. And if
don't give it away.
Don't you share it.
If you have daughters, you have to raise them to back up the warrior.
Right.
Because he might be taken out. I mean, that's the life. That's the world we're living in right now. I mean, you guys saw what happened the other day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Freaking crazy.
What was your first tour like, Craig, when you first walked in the firehouse?
Oh, it was great, remember? Man. John Catapano made the broccoli for lunch with the sausage and the noodles and the pasta, the olive oil and garlic. Oh, it was delicious. But we caught a job. Guys were mad. I caught a job my first tour.
First tour,
I caught a job like second. I was catching all the work. I had the pumpkin patch on, and it was black by the end of the year because it was just every time I came in. I was wondering, Drennen, are you setting these fires? Like, every time I come in, I'm catching something, and I'm learning so many things. It was great.
Were you in his groups?
I was in his groups, yeah. And
how was he? Was he tough like on you? Like did he?
He screamed at me. The first job, they tell you in Proby School, never give up your hook, never give it up, right? So now we're at the bottom of the shaft. I'm with the captain. I'm the can, and Jeffrey Anstead, the senior man. He's telling me, you could give me the hook, kid, because he's up on the ladder. So I gave him the hook. He screamed at me. Oh, my God. After that job, I mean, we did what we had to do. We ripped it open and got a good sweat in. But after that job, he screamed at me. But, you learn. What they told me in the police academy was different than what happened out on the streets. So what they told me in the fire academy, I thought maybe it would be a little different on the streets too. And here's a senior guy, which wasn't really, like you said, I was his bop. He had a couple of years on me, but he says, "Give me your hug, Proby," and I did. I can't believe I did. Well,
better than giving a can. right? You could at least you didn't give him the can. So I know somebody that gave up his can
Gave up his can. Ding, 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 ding,
and got
ding.
it thrown down the hallway by the officer.
Oh, it was a
kid.
disgrace. It was
Big
absolute
kid.
disgrace.
Never
But I was
gonna-
learning, and each job we would get crazier and crazier. We didn't before Watch Street, I guess 10 days before the Watch Street fire, we had a job on 14th Street, and the engine, 3 engine pulls in, and they charged their 2.5 to the 3rd floor, top floor of a loft building on 14th Street, and we were in engine 2-4. I was with Siedenberg now. I was backing up Siedenberg, and Drennen was in engine 2-4, and Drennen said, pull off the 1.5 inch, and we go and follow them. We bring up the 1.5 inch. They charged their line, and they couldn't turn it around in the back of the building. And we got the building, the fire. It was top floor, and I'll never forget it because it was my first year, but this was a hot one, and Drennen's mask is hanging, and he's talking like there's no big deal. Like, we're going this way. It was hot. You weren't burning, but we were also hanging on masks because the captain. And I remember thinking, man, this is crazy. We could die here, because you can't see anything. It's hot. But the calmness in Drennen's voice, it let you know, man, these guys know what they're doing. Like, we're going to be all right. And we find the fire, and Chris opens it, and the blowback from the steam, we got our masks hanging. Blowback, it comes back at us, and I'm pushing him into the fire. He goes down because I'm trying to help to put the fire out, and I'm pushing him in. He goes down. I snap the line out of his hand, and he's like, give it back. And I'm like, I'm in that truck. They taught me this in the Pro school too. Don't give up the fucking line. If you get it, if you're in the truck and you get the line, you ain't giving that up, man. And Drennen ordered him out, and it was great, man. It was such a classroom, except, you had the heat. You had the fire rolling over the ceiling, and the windows were taking heat, and he's talking me through the quarter turn, hits the ceiling, and it goes out the window. Like, his voice was so calm without a mask on. It was amazing to me. And that was a really, truly magnificent.
Seidenberg hit you in the temple after that?
Oh, he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy.
I wouldn't be happy, bro.
I got that line, man. That was a windfall out of 5. No offense to my brothers, though. That Red Rover. We got that Red Rover. Bobby Bristler knows.
What was he like, Seidenberg? What was he like? What was he like in the firehouse? Was he quiet? Was he loud? Was he?
There were differences between the cops and the fire. The cops had washwomen. The firemen had washwomen. Like, it was a lot of guys would complain about him. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say a lot of guys. There were guys that complained about him that he was too opinionated. He was like 24 years old, and he was opinionated, talking about all these different things that, I really didn't care about at that time. But guys thought I don't know. They said that's because he was raised by older parents. I'm like, what the heck do you guys break his chops for? He knew the rig. He knew everything on the rig, where it belonged, when it was supposed to be done. The kid was brilliant. And he was a little bit of an aw shucks guy. Like, I went with him and Wazoo, and we marched on the Staten Island parade my first march, right, obviously, before Watch Street. It was right before Watch Street. And, he had a way with the ladies, man.
I'm sure he did. That guy was a good-looking dude, man.
Thing, but chicks freaking dug him. He had the mustache going, But he was a great fireman. And when he was burned and the EMS guys had him in the ambulance, he said, this is still the best job ever. That kid bled blue, man. He is a true firefighter's hero, man.
Wow. How long were you there before you went to the Watch Street fire? How long you have on the job?
It was less than a year.
Yeah, it was less than a year. I was a probie.
I was just getting off probation, so it had to be right around that time.
Yeah, my pumpkin patch was black. because I was just catching everything. And I'm a framer, so when I overhaul, I destroy the place. I make sure there's nobody that I'm going to get hit, but I made a lot of mess. I broke some hooks. I mean, it's good to use your tools to their very, like, I never bent the Halligan, but I'm sure there are guys that have. I bet you there are.
There's some strong guys on the job, that's for sure, man.
Yeah.
So walk us through that night. You worked that night, right? So,
well, I was working at my buddy Charlie's. I was helping my buddy Charlie renovate his house. Right, he was building Jurassic Park, and the daytime I was framing, and then I was going in for the night tour. And those guys that were with me that day, when they saw the news, they saw Chris Siedenberg's hair coming out on the stretcher, and they went up to the hospital to donate blood, and they thought it was me. And the next day or two, I stayed at the firehouse, I think, for like another day, but those guys got together down on Forest Avenue, and they said, "You better come down here. We're roasting you," and they roasted me there, like because I made it, like they thought I wasn't going to make it, but it was Chris, and they did. They came to the hospital. They donated blood. Those guys did the right thing. They were a bunch of retired firemen.
You said you were working that night, the night of the fire?
So then I went into the firehouse, and that's right. I was in for the night tour, and Jimmy Young.
What time did the job come in?
About 7:30. Might have been 7:30, I think. And
what position did you have?
I had the irons with Drennen at the start of the tour, and he and I were. Well, he took me into the office because he had communicated with the Lieutenant Dopwell down in a truck. Now, Jimmy Young had taken the detail from the engine, and he was down in a truck. And Dopwell wanted a guy that was not an engineman, so he wanted a guy that could
you
take
guys
the
switched
the a truck, right? So Drennen and Dopwell made the arrangement that I would take the roof for a truck. And Ladder 8 would come here and pick me up, and we would switch. Jimmy Young would take the irons for 5. I'd be the roof of 8. And that's what happened.
Wow. Dude, how crazy is that, man? How crazy is that?
All right, it's guilt. It's guilt, man. It's guilt, but it's also believing in God, man. You believe in God, you say all these prayers, your parents say all these prayers, and fate.
Wow.
Just,
can't be your time, man. That's it. That's the only answer.
So 8 truck was second due then to that job?
No, they were first due. But they couldn't get in
Right.
we ended up getting 8 truck came in first due.
Mm-hmm.
And we couldn't make the block. Now I switched with Jimmy, handed him the radio. He handed me the roof radio. I said, "You're the man, Jimmy." And I ran and jumped on ladder 8, and we took off. And we got in the block first. And
so hold on, Craig. That was happening. You guys were switching right at that time when the job came in?
The box came over, yeah.
When you were switching handy talkies.
We already knew there was a job. Yeah.
Holy shit.
You were
man.
at 8 trucks
fucking
quarters,
crazy.
right?
Phone alarm. We knew it was a phone alarm.
So you were at 8 trucks quarters. You guys were switching.
No, I was in ladder 5. Right when Captain Drennen found out I was going, this was my first detail.
Mm-hmm.
I was still too young to be on the detail, but they needed a roof guy. So this was going to be my first detail. And I was going to take the roof. And Drennen and I went in, and we were talking in his room, in his office. He was going over different brownstone, right? So as I'm moving quickly down the street, I get off the rig on Varick and Watts because traffic wouldn't allow the rig in. I got off with Grady, and we started moving quickly. You never run at a fire, but you move quickly.
Right.
And we were kind of moving quickly, and you see you knew it was a job. It was the one in the middle, and I'm hearing Drennen's words. Obviously, want to go up the aerial. The aerial's not. The aerial's down the block, and exposure's got the window. The door is open. I could see up the stairs, right for the exposure. Go up the ladder through that scuttle, and then come over to the fire building. Pop the scuttle. Start licking. It started licking out of the scuttle. And I went to check the rear before I went to town on the skylight, and I gave it over the air that it's licking out of the scuttle, and I look over the back. I said it's clear in the back. You know, they had the thermal pane windows, and as I looked over and I gave that report to Chief Artisan, I see Redbone and Chris Waugh down on the fire escape. There was no smoke back there. There was nothing showing. They didn't even know which fire building it was, you know. And I said it was this one. And Redbone went up the fire escape, went in, and he was the one that ended up popping the door
from the inside,
where they were, you know, where they were huddled,
trying to get in. Yeah,
right.
yeah. From the hallway.
Drennen was at the fire, the door above, and all he had was that Sanilla tool. You know, Jimmy never made it past the top of the stairs landing, and it was a narrow, very narrow hallway with like curved. It's like a curved hallway too. So it was like almost like a confined space. You know, you want to have a wider stairwell, but whatever. They were at that door when Redbone forced it from inside, and he brought them in. But I was up on that scuttle. I went.
It was coming out of the scuttle square then at some point, right?
It was licking. It was just licking out of the scuttle, and then started going on the skylight, and that's when other guys started coming up, and got that skylight open, got the saw going. It was Eddie Donahue. No, Chris Waugh brought the saw up the aerial. And,
well, I was going to say, yeah. I mean, the pictures that we saw for years was like the fire torching out of the scuttle or the bulkhead or whatever. I think it was the scuttle. Like you could see it just torching like 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, it was coming out of the scuttle first.
At first,
yeah. And then the skylight, but not so much. Oh man,
I got you.
There was footage.
I got you.
There was footage that the fire marshals collected across the street. One of the buildings had videoed, and when we did the debriefing later that night, the chiefs. I mean, I felt like, what did I do? I killed these guys. You know, like it's because I opened it too fast. You know, it was. They said you can't open it fast enough, though. You know, in the pro school, they said you can't open it fast enough. They gave the analogy that if you're the roof man and there's a baby getting thrown out of the window, you don't catch the baby. They said that you don't catch the baby. There's an OV that's going to catch the baby. You know, like
you take the glass, you don't stop, right?
You get that.
Nothing shall deter the roof man.
There's a scuttle. This is a scuttle job. There, let me go back to that. We'll do a little commentary. So you can. There's a scuttle. That's what was coming out of the scuttle. You said, right, Craig?
Yes.
That's coming out the blowtorch right there.
Yeah, it was a blowtorch. I got a melted hole on the side of my boot.
Really?
But they got
that night.
This is for you too, really quick.
A day doesn't go by that any one of these guys, including myself,
can you
doesn't
hear that
think
okay?
about it in some way.
Yeah.
For Craig Monahan, it was one of those stories that you hear every time a disaster happens.
So we provide a little commentary, but we can use a little bit of ABC. It's only about 30 seconds.
You do have your Proby patch on still, bro.
I went off for that job. I was on the rig. I was putting my mask on, and we were pulling out of quarters. And Jimmy Young ran over to me. He said, "You got the roof," and he handed me the radio for the roof.
Craig went to the roof to cut a hole, just like Captain Drennen taught him.
No matter what was done,
is that you up there, Craig?
Could have changed.
Yeah.
What was going to be the outcome? It's like something that's going to be with me for the rest of my life, you know, not just the rest of my career.
It's fact.
Wow.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That is a fact. That's every day.
Yeah.
That's every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you know, you gotta.
Sorry about that.
Did you talk to the captain at all, Craig? At all?
When I spoke to him, he was out. He was passed out. When I didn't talk to him that night. I was with Ladder 8. I didn't know what the heck to do.
Right.
I was like, not with my guys, like.
Yeah, that's a weird feeling too, right? I mean, you're at another firehouse where your guys are.
It was isolated. I was isolated.
Did you know what happened to Young already at that time?
I knew. Yeah. Well, when I was up on the roof, and I had already opened the scuttle, and I was going to whale. I was whaling on a skylight. I already gave the report over the rear, and you heard the Mayday, and it was a scream, and you couldn't really understand it, but you knew it was bad. But on the other hand, when you listen to the police radio, a lot of times there's women talking, and it sounds like screaming, and it's not really as bad,
Right.
But this one was bad, man. And Chris Waugh, when he got up on the roof and brought the saw, and we got the saw going, and he said it's bad, they burnt bad, and I ended up going down when the fire was out, going down through the scuttle, which it was out, but I didn't see. They had already got them out of there. The guys were already out of there, and I didn't talk to Drennen until the next night. I ended up. I don't know what happened. They took me back to Ladder 5 eventually. We were talking to the chiefs, and the chiefs, the safety battalion, they really because you feel guilt, like right away. These guys are dying, and you're the probie. You must have done something wrong, but they saw that footage, and they said, we know one thing went right, and it was the roof. Like they were helping me, and they were also talking about that night that they would change the books, that instead of opening the roof so fast, you would coordinate that with the engineers and the line.
Right. You're not pulling it so fast.
Like that was one of the things they were talking about that night. And, I mean, I feel like I wailed on that roof because guys, Richie Schneid from 20 Truck was up there, and I was ripping that roof off, man. I was a good framer. Like I knew how to do this. Like my body was built for this. And I thought we were going to have cold beers after the tour, but it wasn't that, and with this guy, Richie Schneider, his hands are like the size of a catcher's mitt. He was high-fiving me up on that roof. We didn't know yet the extent of the Mayday, but it was like, I remember him saying to Mad Dog Donahue, Mad Dog was cutting with the saw. He said, "Who's this guy?" And Mad Dog said, "That's our probie." And the guy was giving me high fives, like we did good at that job, and they still died.
That's what happens sometimes. You can do everything right, and things can still go sideways.
So. And that's the lesson to all you guys out there that are still doing this.
Yep.
And that was Drennen too. He said that night. He said it too. He said, "Expect it when you least expect it."
For sure. I mean, these things you can also, as sad as they are, as tragic as they are, we learn from every one of those events in this job. We take something away and make an improvement, and obviously in efforts to try to prevent anything in the future. So, if there's any light in that, as you said, that there were some lessons that we'll learn from there. Oh, there he is. He's back.
Bring him back in. What happened? You got a call?
I got another call, yeah.
Oh, there he goes again. Oh, he's back.
There he is.
No,
there
he's
he
in.
is.
He's in.
There he goes. Anyway, so that's all I was saying. It was just pick a little
That was tough, man. It took a long time for that firehouse to get back, right?
Yeah, it was a tough thing. A lot of guys, they made us go to the psychiatrist as a whole team. Everybody went, and it was good. It was good to learn, how to heal. Vina made me go. She was Aunt Vina to me. She called me Droopy Draws. Then I always had a droopy diaper.
Droopy Draws.
But Uncle John, he nicknamed me Craigie Boy.
Craigie Boy?
the guys made fun of me, but they didn't make fun of me long, because they called me the Black Cloud, because my first tour I got a job. My second tour I was catching all this work. I was going into all these crazy fires everywhere, and that pumpkin patch turned black, man. But after the Watt Street fire, they stopped calling me the Black Cloud.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
But we left. We left. We made the best out of the horrors.
Hey, Craig, what did he say to you? If you don't mind talking about that.
Who, the captain?
Yeah.
He didn't. He was unconscious. I went in. I spoke to him.
No, I'm saying after, like days after. Did you ever talk to him? No, you never did.
He said he was unconscious
the whole time.
No. Well, when I went to see him in the hospital, he was always unconscious. They were always doing skin grafts on him.
Yeah.
I ended up driving the family, and helping out with Johnny Joe. And I was going to send you pictures with him, but I don't know if that would make him. I don't want to make him feel bad, Like I almost had him come to meet the Giants this September 9th, and he didn't come, And I don't want to remind him, of everything he went through.
So you never thought to study or anything like that? You were content staying in 5 trucks?
I did not think to study. I read, I read it all, but I didn't have those ambitions. I just felt like I would be a fireman ripping the place apart, and then I'd live and eventually study, But there's too many surgeries and too much damage, and that was it. They put me out.
Well, we got to get.
Hold on, we're speeding here. We're speeding past here. What happened after? How was the firehouse after that? Like after that fire, what was it like?
After Wash, it was tough because a lot of some of the senior guys left. Like I felt like people were embarrassed of us, of our firehouse, that we somehow did something wrong, and that's why these guys died. But that's not what happened. I mean, and we were good. Drennen was building a monster there.
Right.
He had the horses and he was training us. He had good physical guys that get the job done no matter what, And it was good. Even the guys that left, I mean, once you leave, you're kind of out of the loop, But they all still come back. And I'm out. I go back. I go to all of the whatever functions we have.
Who was the captain that came in after that?
Well, Pat Ruddick was the captain, but it was Patty Brown that was, as you saw on the show, on the Dateline episode. Patty Brown witnessed the fire, and if you watch all of that, he speaks highly of the operation, and that it's just one of those things. I mean, you can't. The best fireman.
No, I'm saying after. Who came to Ladder 5 that righted the ship? That's what I'm talking about.
Patty Brown was with us for quite a few months.
Oh, he did. So it was him.
It was Patty Brown, and then we also got in the engine. We had Tony Variali.
That's my guy.
That's
my guy.
He was on this show. Tony
that's my guy, man.
He knows his stuff. That guy was a great
nonsense guy, right? All fire.
He taught. He got it done. I'll never forget that guy. But after Patty Brown ended up going up to 68 and 29, and he was luring me. He knew I wanted to catch more fire, and that they were getting more fire, and he was trying to lure me up there. And I was going to go, and right the day I was going, we catch a mad job, and it's like I can't leave this place. It was a message, Even though we had been in a drought, we caught this job and covered, I mean, it was, I couldn't leave. The spirits were calling to stay. And you know what? All the guys that did stay, that we were all probies and junior bops, and we made something out of what Drennen taught us. And we had influx coming in, we had guys coming in like the V and different officers that came in. And Patty Ruddick was the next one that took over 5, and he was a lieutenant with us, so he knew the business too. and kept going what he was doing, what Drennen was building. And we all kept it going.
And you wound up going to chauffeur school and driving?
No, I still want to climb in that window, man. I fought that. I did drive. I drove tours, but then they said, "Oh no, you have to have the certificate," and then they pull you out of the line. And I felt like when I was walking in ladder 5, you feel the spirits of the fallen.
Mm.
And when Father Judge was there, he came the night that Chris Siedenberg died, and we all prayed in the TV room. And it was 24 hours after the Watch Street fire, and the Padre said to us, "This place is a holy place for all of you, for the rest of your lives. Every time you come here, it's like church. You could pray to the men, you could pray to the fallen, and it is real." And I knew it before that. Because I learned from Big Jim Corcoran, this guy, Corky's dad was the drum major that started with Pat Ginty's dad. They started the fire department Emerald pipes and drums. And Corky's dad, he was great, man. He taught us anything ill-gotten turns rotten.
Man, looks like you catch some waves in this picture here.
Oh no, that was awesome. That was a great day, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we were celebrating the fallen, but it was really a good day. We do that when we get together, like Corky's dad taught us. Like when you hear those war pipes, the fallen come down and they're among us. They're standing shoulder to shoulder with us, and they're holding you, and they're
fucking
encouraging
pipes.
you, go in the right way,
Pipes.
do the right thing, go the right direction. And it was ladder 5 for me the whole way.
Yeah.
And right to the end.
It's tough to leave when you've had so much of that history there, man, like that.
Yeah.
The firehouse has been through so much, and you saw it from that its lowest to getting back to where it was,
It is tough, but it's also, it's good to get away too, and try to visit all the horrors on your own time. Like there's a lot of guys that don't come to the things, to our gatherings, and they come and then they don't come. And you know what? I'll never judge anybody if they don't come or if they do come, because we all deal with death differently. And some guys, if they need to be away, then that's fine with me. Right. And I get my time away too,
Who's Christopher Burak? Okay, Craig, 2nd of 93.
Burak, what's up, B? How you doing, man? Yes, we were in Proby school together. Good man.
2nd of 93.
Did you ride the back? Did you ride the tiller in the back, Craig? Were you wheeling?
Yeah, I love the tiller, man. I love the tiller. I mean, everybody loves the irons, but as I was becoming more seasoned, I loved that OV position. I did break the rules a little bit. Open the window, go in, close the window. You're not supposed to. To try to get a quick search of a quick room before it lights up thing. But
it's all good.
It's called bending. Bending the rules, really. It's not breaking, it's bending a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little aggressive. Call that aggressive.
And I felt like I was good at that, especially as a climber.
Yeah. Climber, boxer, whatever. You got it.
Coconut knocker.
Yeah.
So what?
Temple slapper.
Temple slapper.
Yeah,
I know.
I can't get over this temple part. I can't.
Ring the bell sometimes,
Ding, 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 ding.
This is what happens. It's like this.
There you go.
And an angel gets his wings.
Down goes Frazier.
So you guys lost guys on 9/11 too, right?
Oh boy, yeah, that was tough. But I feel like we were kind of prepared, and I feel like the other firehouses that had recently lost guys, I think they had a little different preparation,
Right.
because when you came down there and the magnitude was bizarre. That was just crazy. I mean, war. That was World War III.
Yep.
Right here.
Did
right
they?
here in Manhattan.
You lost the whole company, both companies?
No, the engine got out.
They did.
They got out. Thank God.
It's kind of hard to make them out, but these are the guys I pulled up.
Oh yeah, first one is Paulie. Oh, you don't have him. Oh man.
I was just the closest one that I found really quick to pull up.
Okay, on the left top is Paul Keating. The next guy, I don't know, but then the next one is John Santor, and then the next one is Vinny Giamona. Down, looking from your left is Gregory Saucedo Mijo, who's my little boy, and then there's Tommy Hannafin in the middle. Hannafin on the basketball team, when Hannafin would hit a shot, Drennen would yell, Hannafin. And when I coached in the Nike League down on the North Shore of Staten Island, that was our baseline play, Hannafin.
That's a great story, bro.
Is, Mike Walkola. Hannafin.
You know who was good from the corner on the baseline? Coobs.
Yeah.
Coobs was good from the corner. Yeah.
Yeah. Coobs.
He had that shot down pat. I could never stop him.
When you're short, you got to have one down pat shot. You know what I mean?
You were a bank shot kind of guy, right off the backboard.
No, not really.
No, he was swishing from the corner.
No, swish. Hold your finger up. Did you hold your finger up and give little spirit fingers?
That, and I would get him on the underhand hook.
I was going to say, always he would fake the shot and go underhand and do a bank shot. He did do that.
That was the move.
Then I started like slamming his arm. I started like bashing.
And all of a sudden, he grew to like 6 foot, and I stayed at like 5'6". So then the game was over. It's over, Johnny.
He still always had the shot. He always had.
You got some pictures from 9/11, right?
Yes, I do. Yes. Well, we actually have.
We're going to go through Craig's.
We'll get him if you guys are okay. We got the first one here of him actually at the site. I was going to try to blow it up as I actually got sidetracked here, but he has an interesting comment. I don't know if you guys can see it. Go ahead, Craig. Take it away.
Well, that's the North Walking Bridge, and if you look on the bottom beam, you see the handprints, because that's me coming out. I went into the hole searching, and before I did, I mean, it's a lot of weight. Obviously, there's thousands of tons above that of steel and just collapsed. I grabbed that beam and shook it and jumped back, just in case it didn't fall on me. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to go under there. So you see the handprints on it. I climbed in there. I went to the other side. It was, oh my God, there was nothing to find. It was just like a mile of beams. So I come back out this way and I climbed out from underneath there. And this guy caught this picture of me. Now he got close because he snatched a Rescue 4 jacket off a Rescue 4.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how he was able to get this picture and this. There's a bunch of pictures that they got out of his camera because they ended up locking him up. But it was pointed out to me in this picture. And once they showed it, I was like, oh my God, that's the devil's face. If you look underneath my right foot, it looks like I'm stepping on the devil's head. There's eyes and like a nose. It's creepy. It's creepy as shit, man.
Underneath your right foot?
Right under my leg, where my leg ends, and you see debris. It's like in the shape of like a.
There is a face there. Yeah.
Like you got to really. I can see it now because I was looking at the wrong leg.
It's a little crooked. It's canted toward the right a little bit.
Right, like the devil. Like.
Oh, I see it now.
Okay.
Somebody showed it. I was like, what the? I mean, these pictures were given to me by the marshals. The marshals ended up locking that guy up. So these were never really released. They ended up sending them to Libraries of Congress. There's another one.
There it is. This one, did he take this one too?
No, that was Dave Schleifer took that like the day that we found our guys. He had a little camera with him and he took a bunch of pictures that day.
How long after did they find Ladder 5?
That was right later on, like a lot of the guys went back to the firehouse that day. They were going to get something to eat. You know, like it was late in the afternoon, and I just couldn't leave. You know, I couldn't leave, and I was down in the tunnels, down deep low, below where they ended up being, and some guy, I think he was Rescue 4. I don't even know if he was real, but he came down that tunnels where we were, and he was like, "They found ladder 5," and he told us where. And we climbed up. We had to climb up to get to the top and kind of go down inside of a volcano, and that's where they were. And thank God that the Queen's company that was working on them, there was a guy in the hole, and he was working on our 3 guys. You could see John Santor's face, and you could see Tommy Hannafin's legs, and you could see Louis Arena's face. And that guy, thank God he got out of the hole and let me go in and do the work, you know, to pull him out and stuff. Like, I'm grateful to that guy, whoever he was. You know, the officer said, get out of the hole, and the kid didn't want to get out of the hole, and he was right, and I understood him. But these were my guys, man. These guys were going to be at my wedding in like 2 more months.
Wow, it's a tough day, man.
Yeah. It was tough. It was tough, but that's why we do these things, you know, so that we could keep their spirits alive.
Yep.
That's why we'll talk about it, and we'll say it, and we'll be on these shows or whatever, and that way we keep their spirit alive. You know, and the
Craig, do a lot of the families come back to for 9/11?
They come in dribs and drabs. Like, they come to the mass, then they don't come back to the fire.
Same with us.
It's a crazy day. But what I did this past one, I brought that old pickup truck that was our war wagon, and I bring the cooler, the big coffin cooler in the back, and I fill up the Heinekens for the Hannafins, and the Corona Lights are for the Santors and the Saucitos. And if the Bruns come, I mean, we all hang around by the triangle where we were going to leave that thing, because that was our punch in the face.
Where did you get this thing? Where is this? What is this from?
This truck is it was my pickup truck at the time, and on the day of 9/11, I was helping Joe Ray add on to his house, and we had Steve Altini as a worker with us also, and he lived right next door, and we were waiting for the lumber snapping limes. We were snapping the limes, and that's when Steve Altini's wife came out, and she was crying because she knew we were going. She saw it on the TV, so we ran in, took a quick look, and we counted 30 floors of fire. I figured about 23 hours we would be operating before it would come down, so we were going to be in for a good one. And we took off. We got there in 19 minutes. We got Joe Ray with my placket out the window as we were flying on the grass, doing about 100, and he's got the placket out the window, and he's going, woo, woo. Joe Ray is a maniac. he never shuts up, man. On a job, right? You got to tell him, shut up. But he was a voice. He was our siren that day, and we were kind of preparing for what we were going to do, you know, sizing up on our way there. We could see it from the highway. You know, when we got there, I got to 90 West out of the Battery Tunnel. I said, I'm going to back it up where the marquee is, right in front of 90 West, because when it came down, I figured it would hit 90 and then blade onto the street. And that's exactly what happened. The ambulance that ended up in front of it was crushed and incinerated. And I was grateful to whatever engine company put the fire out, because the truck was on fire. Somebody put it out. The windows were smashed in, and there was a piece of the facade in the back of the pickup truck. But later in the day, when I had searched my way back to it, I reached in, and the keys, it started right up. And if you take a look back at the picture of when I was crawling out of the hole, you see the face, and you see not that one, the other one. You see on the face. There's another picture in sequence with this one.
These were the only two that I was able to. This one and the other one. I can go look through the emails really quick.
It's probably on It's probably on your phone. I texted one to Kevin.
Oh, you got it?
Probably on the phone, but whatever. When you see the pit in the stomach of the fate, as soon as I saw the picture, I said, that's not me. But the guy said, that's you. You've been identified by multiple sources. And I looked in the face and I was like, oh man, I brought that feeling, the pain in my stomach for all the lost guys and the civilians, and just a bad feeling. And searching you had that feeling, like it was hopeless. There was nothing. There was no color. There was just steel beams. There wasn't even cement. It was like, it was absolutely hopeless. But then when that thing started up, it was like, it was the first win of World War III. To me, that was the first win of World War III. And we're going to use this truck as a war machine against them, because we didn't know what was coming. Are they going to start?
Still got it? It's still running?
That truck's still here. It was Chevy had it in their Hawthorne dealership. They were keeping it out of harm's way, in air conditioning, so that each year I could bring it. We could fill it with beers. We used to bring it down to Wolf's Pond when we had our Wolf's Pond things. We used to bring it, but now it'll go back on that triangle one more time, because Tiana Santor loves that truck. She loves the stories that we tell when we stand around it. We enjoy.
Never heard that about that.
Oh, that was our attack back at them. We were trying to draw them out, and hopefully we get our hands on them. And that we carried in the back of that, in the behind my seat, I carried pork rinds, because if you don't open the bag, they'll stay long. We didn't know how long the war was going to be, but when we got one of these guys, one of these satanic guys, we were going to kill him. He was getting that bacon tongue. He was going to have, his head was going to die with that bacon sticking out of his head, because that sends them right to Iranian hell. They go to see their devil, that Satan Allah, and he sees that and knows they're going, we're sending him. Just like Jack Pershing did it.
Oink, 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 oink.
Well, there's another pickup truck, and that one's going to be the War Pig, because this one's going to bring raw bacon. We're not going to worry about it for lots.
God, did you get? Oh, there you go.
No, this one. I have. This one here. This is kind of hard. That's the one you're talking about, Craig?
Yeah, right. That's the one with that engine.
Yeah, I tried to blow it up some.
Oh my God!
If I blew it up anymore, it got very grainy.
When they showed me that one, and I looked in the face, I said, "No," I said, "That's some guy from Brooklyn," but they were insistent, and I looked, and I was, "Oh man, that's my flashlight. That's the flashlight on my helmet. Oh my God, that's the 5. That was me." And I almost cried when I saw it, man, because it brought that pain. It was in your stomach, like it, like the souls that were stolen from their children, that was stolen from their parents. I mean, the pain from all of those family members, the brothers and sisters, the cousin. The worst pain I saw was in the faces of when somebody lost their child, man. There's just no coming back. And we do what we do. We try to bring their spirits to life.
Yeah. Did somebody asked, were you there for the Deutsche Bank where you had retired already?
I retired 10 days before that.
Wow.
10 days. And I was walking out, and Joe was like, "Mano, that's it." I was like, "That's it, man. I'm a liability."
You skipped through some jobs, bro.
And
they've been at some crazy stuff for 24 and 5.
You skipped through some jobs, man.
Yeah, you're right. There's a reason. We have a message that has to go to somebody.
Yeah, you're right where you're supposed to be.
When after Watt Street, and I was just helping the Drennen family, and I was in their house, and all the family was there. It was like the funeral day, and we were talking about it, and they were saying, I think it was brother Greg, said, "You're here for a reason." Like they all agreed that it was a miracle that I lived through that one, and that there's a reason. And to do the right thing going forward is not a question.
Right.
every day for the rest of your life. You have to raise your sons as warriors so that they can survive things like this, because I don't think it's getting better. Right now, the things are
as bad as they could be right now.
I don't know if it's as bad as it could be, but you just raise them strong, get them boxing, teach them basketball, get them in football,
wrestling. I'll get my boys in wrestling.
Yeah,
carry a slapjack with you.
Everybody should have a heavy bag and a speed bag. Every boy should have a heavy bag and a speed bag in their basement. Because
I had one in my garage. Remember, Ruff?
Oh yeah, we hit the speed bag. We used to hit that all the time, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you retired in 2007.
Coobs was good
right?
at that too. Coobs was good, man.
And now I'm old.
Well, because he's little. You just got those
why hit me with the little thing, bro?
It's like rock'em sock'em robots, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What would you rather fight, a big guy or a little guy, Craig?
You never know, man. Oh well, yeah. Let's see what the boxer says.
Big guy, big guy.
You rather fight a big guy, right? Because the little guy,
yeah.
you gotta kill me.
You can't have fear.
The they fall.
There could be no fear.
Nope.
No fear.
No.
May lose, but I'm going down swinging. I'll tell you that much.
Fuck yeah, man.
Little guy. I'll give you little guy, Gonzo.
You're just a little guy. No, I wasn't.
You could bite the kneecaps.
I've heard Coobs like a couple times tell a guy, Lou, hold my glasses. And then all of a sudden it diffused the whole situation. The guy's like, all right, maybe listen, hold on 1 second. We don't have to do that. Coobs is like, he's like, listen, Coobs is trying to get out of it. Nah, man, listen, there was a misunderstanding. All right, Lou, hold my glasses like this. And the guy was like, all right, hold on 1 second.
Actually, did you ask me to hold the glasses? I think he asked me to do the same thing.
Oh, yeah, I did ask you that.
Wasn't it one time when those punks wouldn't get out of the way of the parking spot? I was like, you know what? Hold my glasses. I gotta go somewhere. That sounds familiar.
You don't want to get hit with glasses on if they're gonna get a lucky one in, you know?
Well, you can't hit a man with glasses.
That's what Bugs Bunny used to say. Can't hit a man. You wouldn't hit a man with glasses, would you?
Good shit.
So you pack it up in 2007. I got to tell you, that is one of the most interesting careers from the transit all the way through the FD that we've had on the show. It doesn't keep you guessing. I swear to God, that it's an amazing career. Great story.
What are you doing now, Craig? What do you do now? You doing anything?
Still have an 8th grader, so I'm still working on the kids. You know, that's going to be the rest of my life, raising them.
What, three boys?
3 sons.
My 3 sons.
Yeah, and there's a way to make that happen, but you have to be worthy. They taught me. There's a way. There are men that know that I've taught.
Leave the socks on. That's what it is. You got to leave your socks on.
I can't divulge it.
You got to be. What makes you worthy?
Well, I have to know you guys long enough.
All right. Well,
I don't know
you know what? Now you're gonna get to know us because we have a boat cruise every year.
Is that right?
For the past guests, yes.
You're in Staten Island, so it's a short little ride for you.
Second week, first weekend in August, we take out the John J. Harvey fireboat.
Nice.
And we load it up with food and some booze, and we go around the Statue of Liberty, and we have a great time.
We're all our guests. It's a great time. It really is a great time.
Guests from the past year. So now, bring your old lady if you want. I'm just saying. You know,
yeah, it's all right. Yeah. You'll have to take your own pictures.
Craig, any of the boys interested in the fire service or what?
The 2 big guys, Craig and Christian, have taken the test.
Oh, okay.
And they're waiting on the process.
All right. Good for them.
And Connor, he's 8th grade, so we're still working. We got a long way to go. You don't. For us, we don't just raise them until we get them to college and in a job. We're going to keep raising them. If they want help when they start their families, we'll be around. Otherwise, my wife and I will probably get like an RV.
Nice.
And hunt them down. We'll be like Chevy Chase.
Nice.
Family truck stuff.
It's actually harder work to raise, like you say, a warrior than it is to, like, you see kids who are undisciplined and out of control, and the parents aren't even paying attention. It's so much easier to do. I tell my wife all the time, it's so much harder to build responsible children than it is to build, kids that
just behave, or just just a little bit of normal discipline. That drives me crazy when they don't do anything. You're out at a restaurant, freaking screaming and doing nuts. I'm like, bro, control your kids.
Not even that. It's everyday stuff. They test you. Like I have to tell my sons every day, you got to do your own laundry. You have to keep reminding them the same thing all the time.
Chores, yeah, that's a no whole fucking.
Not only chores, everything. The way they speak.
Well, that's what our parents did. They had us all. Each week, you had a different chore. You would set the table one week, clear the table the next week. If you cleared the table, you were lucky because you got to drink my dad's swill of soda. We weren't allowed to have soda, but if you were the guy that cleared the table,
you got a little bit,
and you'd get to drink that.
Most of it was mouthwash, but
the toilets and the sinks, mop the floors.
The things you remember, right?
Everybody had chores.
Who did the chicken, the eggs?
I did that. That was they were my children. I raised them. We hatched those eggs, and I did that. We loved animals, Like my father always wanted a farm.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to move to a farm, but we never did that.
Any goats?
No goats.
No goats.
Chickens. We had dogs.
Is a goat.
And the trap line.
It's time for the old school tip of the day, but this guy's left them all over the place. I don't know what.
And a couple nuggets.
You have another one? We're gonna go with his original one. Let him expand on his old school tip of the day.
All right. Is it that? What time is it, Coobs?
I don't even know. Oh, it is that time.
It is that time. It's time for the old school tip of the day. Day. Sorry, I missed that part. Take it away.
All right, guys. Old school tip of the day: raise your sons as warriors. We got to have these kids ready for what's coming. We never know what's coming around that corner, and have them prepared. Get them a heavy bag, get them a speed bag, let them go in the woods, let them climb trees, raise them as warriors.
All right.
I like it.
All right.
That's a different one.
It's a different one. Definitely a different
one. It's evolving, I would have said save your air. Which I do tell guys.
Guys, we got to play 2 commercials. Which one are we doing first?
We are going to do Collectors Club first.
Hold on a minute, because he sent me.
Oh, we did?
He sent me a box that we can open on air. So play the commercial. I'll get this stuff ready.
Oh, it looks like you already opened it, but
I didn't open this stuff. Look.
Oh, okay. Copy that. Oh, here we go. Collectors Club, everyone.
We at the Gettin Salty Experience are excited to announce the launch of the New York City Collectors Club, a brand new spin-off of the FD Collectors Club dedicated exclusively to New York City firehouses. Here's the deal. No more worrying about stopping by a firehouse when the crew's out on a run, and no more rolling the dice on questionable patches and coins off eBay. With this club, everything you receive is 100% authentic, straight from New York City firehouses. And the best part? A portion of every subscription goes directly to firefighter charities each month. Now, because you're a part of the Gettin Salty podcast community, you'll get 50% off your first month. That means you can join for just $14.99. All you have to do is use the code Gettin Salty at checkout. So if you're a collector looking for something real, meaningful, and straight from the source while giving back to New York City's best and bravest, the New York City Collectors Club is for you.
So this is like it's like a Christmas day. Open this up. We got you got patches in this one.
A little to your right.
Oh,
or your left.
You got patches. I have a coin. I can't read it, but it's to 35 River Company Fire Department, California. That's in this one bag here. So I guess 50% off. You can't go wrong, right, Roof? If you're a Gettin Salty member.
I love it.
Discounts. You know it.
There's 3 of them here. I'm just going to open these 2. That one. And what do we got here? It's a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh.
Look, it's like a little Christmas.
Oh, yeah, it's a little Christmas.
Look,
little footballs.
Little footballs. Laces out.
Laces out.
Oh, this is another one.
Old school movie there. Can you tell me what it is, people? Tell me what it is.
This is another patch.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
This is a patch. Can't get it out of here. This is another patch, a coin, and some stickers. So very cool, man. You can't beat the price too. It's like send it to a friend.
Yeah,
Christmas present to a friend. Christmas is coming.
Louis is a big coin collector. I'm going to send it to him.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
All right, to play the last commercial.
The First Responders Center for Excellence is a not-for-profit organization dedicated to protecting the lives and livelihoods of first responders. Their education and research initiatives aim to bring greater awareness and understanding the challenges to the health, safety, and well-being of firefighters, EMS personnel, and other first responders, too. They are an affiliate of the National Fallen Firefighter Foundation.
Yes, and somebody in the chat saying your girls need to be warriors, too. You did say that.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yep. And Procaccini, look, this is getting more comments than any tip we've ever had. Let your children fail so they may appreciate and respect success.
That's
There
right.
you go. Another good one. All right, so the old school's health and safety. It's an easy one. I have to tell my kid this every day. Stay hydrated. Most people don't drink enough water. Stay hydrated. It's a huge part of your health. Stay hydrated. Craig, thanks for coming on. We will see you on August, first weekend of August. I don't know. The invites go out. Sometime in July. So we look forward to seeing
Tubes
you.
usually puts the wrong date, so just be prepared.
Just check back with me because I'll have guys calling me. It happens.
I'll be there.
Maybe Gonzo will even come this year. Who knows? I don't know.
All right. Well, this year is a little different, so we got it. I should be there this year.
You going to be here this year?
I hope so. I'm planning on it.
All right, awesome. Next week we have we got what do you call it next week, right? The guy from the movies, no?
Jack Mehoff.
No.
Should we slip a little bit and let them know who's coming in December, or wait?
No. That's a special
big guest in December.
Oh,
big, huge.
Let me just say who's on.
Wait,
this is going to be worth the wait. Let me see who's next week. We have.
That's a huge bitch.
That's a big bitch.
With Jack McGee.
Jack McGee. Yes, he was in Backdraft. He was on Rescue Me. He was also a New York City fireman in the Bronx, I believe. Yep. He's on next week. And the big guest.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
Big guest December.
By 17. By the way, you stand around here with your thumb up your ass. Here comes your water in case you're going to.
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn.
Well, Cindy Drake did get it. Pet Detective. Thank you, Cindy Drake.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Well,
great show. Thank you, Craig. Appreciated the entire thing, start to end. Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, good stuff.
Thank you.
Enjoy your retirement, brother. Long life.
Keep on those
health,
kids. Raise them as warriors, baby. That's what I'm going to go up there.
Yeah.
Go up there and slap the shit out of my 13-year-old.
right after the show.
I'm going to raise you as a warrior.
I'm going to start teaching my kids to go up to the temple.
You don't have to hit him. You got to teach him how to hit.
Yeah. I do.
Well,
he knows how to hit. He's a rough little guy.
It probably couldn't hurt for them to take a shot or two, so they know they could rebound. Take a couple of hits.
Einhorn.
I'm gonna hit him right in the thigh between right in that thing, so he goes down.
Oh, that's a nice spot. Dead leg.
Yeah, that dead leg. Charlie Horse.
I'm gonna say Craig Monahan.
Pressure point. It's a pressure point between the muscles.
It's the Monahan special, baby. Yeah. Let's go.
Craig is a real one. That's what we got.
You got to get low for it. You got to get low.
He's short, so I'm short. So I don't got to bend that low. All right, guys, we will see you next week. Gonzo, you here next week?
I am here next week. I don't start till the 17th.
All right.
Well,
thanks a lot, Craig. Appreciate it, man.
All right, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Don't go anywhere yet. We're going, in the back room. We'll talk to you. Until next week, guys. Stay low and go.
All right, everybody. We'll see you at the big one. Thank you again.
All right, guys. Remember, I don't always watch podcasts, but when I do, I prefer the Getting Salty experience.
Are you riding heavy?
Nice.
I'm riding heavy. But you know what? Stay salty, everybody. Have a good night.